Hey, out there in the crypto world, I want to talk to you today about a new project called SunMine Solar Mining. Look, not that trying to promote the project. We got asked to promote the project, but I want to share some with you and take a different spin a little bit and what YouTubers are doing and share with you some of the things people send us and let you tell us whether you want us to look into it or not look into it. It's a little bit different idea, but I got my concerns too. But I want to share it with you so you can tell us if we should look further into this or not. Let's talk about it. Great. Before I get started, I just want to share with you the fact that we're starting to get a few people now, right? We don't have a whole lot yet. We're starting to get a few more subscribers. So therefore, these new projects are reaching out to the YouTubers to try to get them to promote their products. Now, we're not, you know, a 50 million subscriber or 50,000 subscribers. 50 million would be really good. 50,000 subscribers, like some are or more. And so we're still a smaller fish. So we're probably going to get a lot of different projects sent to us, thinking, wow, we're more desperate than others would be to promote projects. And we're not. Our channel for here, YouTube, is if we go with 2,000 people or we have 5,000 people or we get 500,000 people or 1 million people, it'd be great. Even though we're monetizing our channel, we don't really expect to make really any money off of YouTube. Our money we make in developing, installing IoT networks and helping people get a residual income down in Latin America where your minimum wage salary is like $400, $420 a month. And so we try to help people. It's a win-win. We call it our project a win-win project. In Spanish is ganar, ganar. And so we do that. That's what we do. That's where we make our money at. We're not going to become multimillionaires doing it, but we're doing fine. We're just able to sustain ourselves. And we're preparing for the future. We're putting money away and we're helping other people do the same that didn't have an opportunity to do that. And by a year from now, we expect to be in around 500 homes. A year from that, we expect to be in over 1,000 homes. In 5 years, we expect to be in the 2,500, 3,000 homes, helping people create a passive income of $200 to $300 or $400 a month. Now, that's what we do. However, and this YouTube channel, there's a lot of projects that come in asking YouTubers to help promote. So what I thought we would do, we decided here's a team, we'd share with you what's coming into us, and you can let us know what you think, if we should look into it or not, if we should contact them or not contact them. I want to share with you right now one project. We'll jump over the screen here. Pantalla SunMine Solar Mining. Okay, they're talking about mining for a greener planet. I'm just going to go through the white paper here with you. I read through it. I'm going to tell you what they do, then tell you what my concerns are, and then you tell us if you think it's a viable project or even a real project, or if it's maybe a scam or not. I'm not saying it is. I don't want to put them down yet, but I have some issues here that I want to talk about with them, and maybe they're just people that just want to start off with a good idea and they don't really have the experience yet to actually run a business, which is a concern in itself. But I want to share with you the concept. See what you think of this concept. So SunMine solar farming or solar mining for a greener planet. They're trying to say they want to be the first solar mine, the first mining, crypto mining. They want to actually invest in L7s and mine Doge and Litecoin. And they're saying that they want to be the first solar mining farm. Well, actually, there's already solar mining farms out there. You can go on and find some that are our favorite YouTubers now that are actually independent in solar mining. Basically, I want to jump down to, well, let's go here. What they say they are. So they want to do this. I want to share with you from the beginning here. Okay, let's go here. The multidisciplinary team they project. Okay, this is their project. I want to go back here. Through the use of solar panels and ensure an efficient, eco-friendly source of energy to power best in-class mining equipment. They're L7s. They want to actually create this company. They want to establish a company. They want people to actually buy their token on the blockchain, and they want to use this money to actually buy land, build a factory, build the solar panels, and buy L7s, like 500 of them, put them into the project, and then share in the profits. So that's the idea and concept in summary. So what I'll do is this. I'm going to keep it kind of short. If you look down here, I want to go through their roadmap, if you will. What they want to have, one thing I see here is that they have a lot of taxation, right? So they have their percentages here where their coin is going to go, who get the distributions, the token distributions, and their taxes. So basically the taxes, you got to buy tax and you got to sell tax. So your sell tax at 14%, your buy tax at 12%. In their white paper, if I'm not mistaken, their buy tax and sell tax was the same, I thought. Let me see here. You've got the sell fees and buy fees. Yeah, you're right. You got 14% in the sell fees. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So you got a heavy tax if you're when you're trying to sell this token and get out of it. My question is, what's not clear is where's that tax going to go? So that's a question I would ask them if you guys decide we should look into it, or if it's even a viable project. Remember, when you look into a project, and I want to share with you what we're looking at. They came to us. When you look into a project, you look for solutions. Is there a solution here? Well, they can say, yeah, we're going to mine Dogecoin and we're going to mine Litecoin. Well, Litecoin, you know, is something that's been around for a long time and never really taken off. Still some mining in there. What's going to happen to Litecoin hash when Ethereum goes off? How much profitability is going to be there is a concern. The other would be also Dogecoin. Dogecoin's a meme coin. I don't see any usage for Dogecoin. If Elon Musk wasn't behind this, I don't think Dogecoin would even still be in existence. Or if it was, it wouldn't have the popularity it does now. He keeps it alive, and I think that's for sure. Especially when they came out recently of a restaurant now going to accept and get online and promote little doggy Dogecoin type of memorandums, or I should say, paraphernalia, things you can buy, right? Sorry, I get tongue-tied between my Spanish and English at times. So you have a heavy taxation here. Now, I understand when we're talking about in other projects like nodes, there's this taxation and so forth, and that helps go back in and keep things paying out again. So it just kind of goes back in, pays out, goes back in. So always something going in somewhere down the road, it prolongs it before it all runs out. But do you think there's really actually a niche out there, or this is a solution that, hey, we're going to buy, you're going to invest in us, we're going to build this company, and we're going to put it on a blockchain, we're going to build it with the currency value, and we're going to buy land, 1,000 square meters we're talking about, and then we're going to build this huge warehouse on it. We're going to put solar panels in sufficiently to cover 500 L7s to mine Dogecoin and Litecoin. Do you think that's a viable solution? I look at this, I'm going, well, it's a little bit different because you're going to have to invest into this. When's this token actually going to have a value to it is when they actually buy the land, okay, it's got value behind it. Actually build the buildings, got value behind it, and so forth. But where are they right now on their roadmap? And that's another concern we would have. And then looking at the owners. And then I'll kind of wrap it up. I want to get your opinion on this. So let's go through and look at our roadmap. Our roadmap is this, okay? So the first stage, they want to create the Sunmine contract, and they want to have a website. They got those done. Then they want to go into private sales, launch the currency on PancakeSwap. Their goal is to have 5,000 members on Telegram, 100,000 in liquidity. They're doing their marketing, being listed on CoinGecko, and being listed on CoinMarketCap. Well, that sounds good. Those are all great milestones, but you have to actually get accepted on those, especially like in CoinMarketCap, etc. So you have to get accepted on these platforms. And what I don't see here, we talked about goals before, and we talked about having a plan, but I see no dates in here, and nor do I see in their white paper going through it extensively, do I see how they're going to achieve that. So, and I don't know how they're going to achieve it, and I don't see dates. It just tells me that these are all just things out there, and they're not focused enough to actually pull this off and do this. They might get the money, make an effort at it, and that's it. Might buy the land, have their land, their warehouse, whatever, and disappear. I don't know. I'm not saying they will. but I want to know what your concerns would be. They go into second phase. They want to have here, well, the liquidity they want to bounce up to 2 million. They want to bounce up to 20,000 member Telegram. They want to have, it says 465,000 will be obtained. 365,000 for the land, 100,000 for formal company registration, construction plans, license, other procedures. This sounds almost like something of a business trying to get people to go in to build something, rather than actually a blockchain type of project. But it actually has some sort of a spin to it, in that it is not a bad idea to share in building a crypto mining farm. That's not a bad idea, a bad concept. Like, we considered doing something like that before too. I don't know the way they're going about it. I see what their goals are, what they talk about they want to do, but I don't see any how they're going to achieve those goals or any timelines. And as I mentioned before in the videos, those timelines are very important to develop, and how you're going to get that is also important to develop. So we can get an idea of how long it's going to take. What if we give more money now? This takes 20 years. Now you meet the team. You go on their team. You've got Jonathan Perez, which is the CEO. You got Rafael Artardi, which is their legal counsel, and you got Yolanda Lesana, which is their chief financial officer. So their team is 3. So they're small, starting out. From my understanding, I think Jonathan, if you look at his LinkedIn, he's well, let's see here. Where are we at here? We go LinkedIn. Jonathan says he's here from San Isidro, the Canary Islands in Spain, right? There's not a whole lot. He's been on here and he's LinkedIn for about a month, but there's not a lot more information on here about him. You go to Rafael, he doesn't, he hardly had any information here. It's almost like they just kind of built these, they put these on here just to give them some sort of exposure. They got their faces out there. That's true. And he's in Peru, and they have mentioned Peru in their white paper as well. But the only thing they've got accomplished so far is creating their SunMine contract, which I don't know what that is because I haven't found that, and their website. Doesn't take much to create a website, right? They put a little bit into it. It's not a bad website, so there's a little bit of depth into it, but it doesn't take a whole lot of money to build a website. You can go in and read their white paper. You can download the white paper, which we did, and it's not a lot more different than what you find here. So my purpose here is they want you to use your MetaMask wallet and so forth, and you got this token. Let's see the token real quick here. How to buy. Download, install MetaMask. All right. Go to PancakeSwap. Click on 3 lines. Put in 12% for slip tolerance. Then click the X, enter amount of BNB you want. So they're going to use BNB to buy SunMine. So SunMine's going to be their token. Press the swap button, validate transaction with your MetaMask. So you're on Pancake. So figure it would be something small. Anyway, my point is this. Do you see that this fulfills a solution? You think this is something that you guys would like to know more about? Should I contact these guys? Or do you think this is just basically set up to be a scam? I'm not saying it is. I'm asking the question. What are your feelings on it? I'd like to know what you guys think. If you want us to look into these, I want to share with you all the different smaller projects coming out. So if we might come across one that's a gem, we might like it, we can jump on it and be there first. A lot of YouTubers blow them off unless there's something a little more established. I want to kind of focus on these areas and show you at the same time, kind of critique in a constructive way what they could have done different. In their white paper here, as I go through the whole thing, in their white paper, the way things are written, it really shows a lack of experience in writing a business plan. How things are written, for example, that, where's it at? I want to show you something. There will be initially a 500 Antminer L7s with the possibility of reaching 1,000. Okay, well, that's not very distinct to me. That's, hey, we got this idea. I think we can do 500. We'll try to go to 1,000. Depends on the money that comes in, right? Distinct would be we're going to do step by step by step. This is how we're going to do it. And these are the timelines in which we hope to do it. Yeah, we might get pushed back here and there, but in this is more of cut and dry, not working a lot with devs in this. So it's more of a cut and dry typical business idea that they want to kind of put into a blockchain currency and fund it that way. Well, what are your thoughts? DeFi IoT Latin America, right below. Tell us, please. I'll give you a link to this. You can go into it yourself as well. Look, I'm not suggesting this by no means. I don't know enough about this yet. As far as I'm concerned, to me, this is like, I don't know. because I don't see the experience of these guys. They're separated from each other too. They're nowhere near each other. Nowadays, it doesn't necessarily mean a lot. You can talk, you can talk a lot via a screen, but I still would like to see. I don't have a decision on this yet. You want me to look into this? You want us to look into it? You like this idea? I like the idea of it. We thought about it, but do you think these guys really, if what we're looking at, make a safe venture? It looks like it's a long haul. They got to buy land. They got to get permits. They got to get a permit from the government to be able to mine in Peru, from my understanding. That's what they want to mine at, from what I get from the white paper. And so in Peru, this is all relatively new. Down here in Latin America, you are able to start mining in these countries. And like in Paraguay, for example, and other countries, you can start mining. But you're going to have to get a permit from the government, and you have to follow strict restrictions. Now, is it easier to get in Peru? They actually say, well, we need money for this to get the permit, and we need extra money until we can expedite that. That means they're going to pay somebody on their table for the permit. So how solid is that? Well, that's how things work down here, but you can always come back and have it taken away. I know that we got road permits put in once. We got road permits, and it was approved by the municipality. And they asked us to give a donation to the municipality. So we did, a very healthy one. And then came back later, 5 years later, a new mayor was in, came back and said, hey, you paid for that. We didn't pay for that. We did all the permits with the whole procedure. He just asked us to help give a donation to this actual project. Well, they came back still and looked at it as if we paid for it. It was done illegally, and we lost our road permits in the project, and it hurt us drastically. Now, that is a concern on Latin America. I want to know what you think. Write us below, please. DeFi IoT Latin America, hit the subscribe. We're going to bring in more stuff like this too. So you know what? A lot of this stuff we're going to go through. We're never going to touch it. But we might find one. No, we will find one. Once in a while, they're going to be GMs, and we'll be the first ones in. So hit the subscribe button. We'll bring this out to you as they're starting to come into us now. Help us subscribe to get this out and give us the thumbs up and get this to your friends. So the more people we get in, the more these smaller projects are going to come to us. We'll go through maybe 100 of them. But if we find one of those, just like Colonel Sanders did, he went through 1,000, he got one yes, and that made him a successful man at the age of 65. Let's take the Colonel Sanders role, and that's something at DeFi IoT here. What we're going to do differently is share with you the opportunities that come in that we see that might be viable. If we know the straight scams, we'll just show you it's a straight scam. DeFi IoT Latin America, tell us what you think. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed this segment of our video with DeFi IoT. Remember, we're not professional advisors. We do this as a business, as a hobby, and we study, we experiment, and we want to share it with you. If you can get some benefit from this, great. What we do is we go out, we purchase with our own money, and we experiment to see what true results are. We want you to be able to share in our experiences so you don't have to lose like we have. If you can win where we've won, fantastic. Remember to do your own research and your own homework. It's very important before you make any decisions. We will see you in our next video.